Big Bubble Radio.
Hello and welcome to the Local Lockdown with me, Neil Stockley. The idea of this show is to basically introduce you to new and well-established local artists in your area. Today's show will be featuring firstly Sam Brothers. I'm going to play you a track now and afterwards I'll give you a brief description.
A song does not come to me as skipping reels of rhyme. The towns do not pass me by and send me out to fly. I was born to die, but before my breath is short and all's dried close in time, I know I've gotta take those songs from the sky, from the sky, from the sky, from the sky, from the sky. In strange mirrored halls where reflections wander free, the self must dissolve if the truth is to speak. Hush your vanity, hush your vanity, hush your vanity, hush your vanity. Take the motion forwards and do not kill your dreams. Though they may not blossom into your perfect scene, they'll follow your theme. But this is not of dreams as I kiss sleep goodbye. Let's sing through the night those songs from the sky, from the sky, from the sky, from the sky, from the sky.
That track was called From the Sky from the album Farewell to My Old Days. A really beautiful track with real tone, really embodies the feel that Sam Brothers goes for. Now to give you some background on him. Sam Brothers is a 25-year-old singer-songwriter and performer based in Canterbury, although he's rooted in the raw traditions of travelling troubadours. Sam's music, as you can hear, speaks for itself. You can obviously hear the raw passion of the early protest singers with the touching beauty of the first wave of folksters. Sam's songs are invested with echoes of Dylan, Buckley, Drake, just to name a few. As you can hear and you can tell from the music, Sam is a genuine working troubadour. He earns his living performing the music he writes. He's a seasoned busker as well as obviously a touring musician. He was picked up by veteran manager Mark St. John. Mark St. John has worked with such artists as Bob Marley, Eddie Grant, The Pretty Things, to name a few. Sam has also worked with The Pretty Things as a rhythm and lead player, which really does display the calibre of musician you are dealing with here. Sam's first album, Farewell to My Old Days, was recorded entirely on analogue tape, which I think if you're listening to it through, a serious stereo, you're going to hear. I'm not sure you're going to get it necessarily with the digital resources most people have these days, but he recorded this on Ronnie Lane's mobile studio, which is obviously used by The Who, Led Zeppelin, The Stones. So it's a serious calibre of record we're dealing with here. And the other thing with Sam that I think maybe gets underestimated is the rarity of this sort of artist. The thing with people like Sam is it is a job, but it's not, it's a calling. You can hear that in the music. Surviving as a troubadour these days is not the simplest thing in the world. The days of, James Taylor, Carole King, and the success they enjoyed, and the financial success they enjoyed, are possibly not going to happen these days. The mainstream media and the way the music business is these days is much more geared towards an artist as a product rather than as an artist. So I really do feel with people like Sam Brothers that these people are out there, but you are going to have to go and find them. They're not going to come up on your local commercial radio station, possibly. So this is another reason that once obviously this coronavirus lockdown is over, is to get out there, get to the festivals, get to your local pubs, see these people play. Your local festivals, Small World, places like that, you're going to get to see people that you may not have heard of, but that you may find someone that you think, wow, I could listen to this person for the rest of my life. And I can't guarantee that the mainstream media is going to give you that. Now it's time to move on to the second track from Sam Brothers, from the album Farewell to My Old Days. This next song is called Remind Her of My Name.
Once loved a girl who's now to me a stranger. I once loved a girl who's now to me a stranger. All the light used to dance on her half-formed smile, but all things change, she's gone for a while. But if you see her, remind her of my name. In days gone by, I never meant no harm. In days gone by, I never meant no harm. All lies begin with empty, truthless words, like a winter sky full of flightless birds. But if you see her, remind her of my name. And if she offers you peace, the treaty will be tainted. And if she offers you peace, the treaty will be tainted. 'Cause few things are given when nothing at all is taken. So take it all, leaving you forsaken. But if you see her, remind her of my name. But if you see her, remind her of my name. But if you see her, reminder of my name. And all through time, virtues flooded with vice. And all through time, virtues flooded with vice. Dishonesty and greed kill love with reckless speed. The tombstones all read, it's more than love you need. So if you see her, remind her of my name. So if you see her, remind her of my name. So if you see her, remind her of my name.
So there you have it, the one and only Sam Brothers. What more do I need to say? The music really does speak for itself. One thing I will say is this album is a beautiful, beautiful piece of music. It's a lovely work. But don't by any means think that Sam Brothers is merely a troubadour. Yeah, this man has way more to offer than just that. Let me tell you, I mean, I've seen him put a Telecaster in this man's hands rather than an acoustic guitar, and you get a very, very different performance. He's also a fantastic harmonica player. I mean, this man's talents are far beyond what you hear initially in this album. This is obviously Sam's first album, so I don't know what we can expect in years to come, but I'm certainly excited by it. And I think you should all go and have a good listen. I will be putting on all the links to Sam's material on the blog that accompanies this show. So please do take a good look, have a listen, buy an album, support local music, support the artists. Because if we don't support them, they won't be able to survive, especially at the moment with everything going on. Yeah, everyone's lost all their gigs. And obviously there are other revenue streams. We have Spotify, but this is not the sort of revenue you can live off. So as I say, please do go to Sam's website, have a listen, buy an album. Yeah, become a lifetime supporter of quality music. Anyway, massive thank you to Sam for allowing me to use his music and talk about it. Anyway, thank you very much. Okay, so it's now time to move on to my next offering for you. This time it's a band. This band is called the Aardvarks. They're based in Thanet. They incorporate all the best things of blues. They're not scared of trying something different. Just the way they record is a very one-off thing. I've been lucky enough to sit in on a few sessions with them at Son of Sons studio in Manston, and the basic way they record is they press record, they have 4 hours, and they just keep going. And it's amazing. It's with them, it's a good way to get in the groove. You know, there are no parameters, and it truly is just a spur of the moment, go for it thing. Anyway, let's have a listen to one of the tracks, and we'll come back and discuss it afterwards.
door. Don't you knock my door. Don't you knock my door. You can knock my door, but you come back no more. That's it.
That was the Aardvarks there with Don't You Ring My Bell. So as we could hear in that track, you can really feel the vibe. There's certainly no pre-decided direction to their music. It is very much go in there and just feel it, go for it. If it's working, great, we'll keep going. If it isn't, then we'll stop. In that track, I particularly enjoyed Nick Weaver's saxophone. I think it sits really nicely in the mix. As ever, Chrissy George is a delight on drums. The man's a legend. It's always nice to see him. And again, as with Sound Brothers before, these are bands that you can go and see. They are playing locally. I mean, I admit, not right now. Obviously, once the coronavirus is run its course, they will be back out there. If you want to see some real blues, then I can highly recommend the Aardvarks as a night out. They play all over Thanet. They're regularly at Churchill's in Ramsgate. So as I say, do go and see them. It's a great band. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the second track from the Aardvarks. This one again is written by Ivor. This track is called You're Gonna Hurt Me. Okay, so let's have a listen to it and we'll discuss afterwards.
Gonna hurt me. You gonna hurt me, yes I know. I'm gonna hurt me. You gonna hurt me, yes I know. No, you gonna hurt me, but she's can't let you go. Don't have to cook, don't have to sew. You don't even have to do the kitchen floor. But I want nobody else. No, you wanna hurt me. I want nobody else. When you walk with me, when you talk, when you talk to me. Know you're gonna hurt me, but I won't nobody else. My white shoes, put on your evening gown. Put in my white shoes, put on your evening gown. Now you're gonna hurt me right now. This is the time. You all of the business I know. You gonna hurt me. You gonna hurt me, yes I know. No, you gonna hurt me, but I don't want nobody else.
You're listening to the Local Lockdown. What a great track there from the Aardvarks, You're Gonna Hurt Me. A little bit of background on the session where that was recorded. These guys came in and did 10 tracks in 3 hours, and that included setting up, arranging the songs and packing away. Which really does go to show that if you're in a well-gelled group, you really can go in there and absolutely smash it. On that session, you heard the one and only amazing Al Clark on harmonica. Can't underestimate how legendary that man is on a harmonica, as you just heard. Also on that track was the late, great Phil Hunt, who I was fortunate enough to play with a number of times and was one of the nicest guys you'd ever going to meet on the local scene. Again, Ivor wrote the song. You got Chrissy George on drums and Brian Langston on bass. What an amazing track. Yeah, I mean, that's blues at its absolute best. The feel, the vibe. It's beautifully recorded as well at Son of Sons. Really, really a quality piece of music there. I will try and post some links to the Aardvarks material on the blog that accompanies this show. So yeah, please, as I said before, do please check links out. Do please support these guys. Go to the shows. Support local music. It's there for you.
Bubbling over with!
BigBubble Radio.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the show. This is the first one. So please do stick with us here. The Local Lockdown, as I said at the beginning, is designed to bring you the best local music, that anything that's a bit different, something that's got a bit of vibe to it. That's what we want to hear. So if you have any suggestions for bands, please do email me via the website. Send me links to music. That's one of the biggest problems I've had, is obviously having the music to play. There's loads of bands I want to feature, but it's having their music. Anyway, without further ado, what we're going to finish off with is 2 in a row, because why not? We can. So we're going to have one track from Sam Brothers, and then we're going to have another track from the Aardvarks. And that's it. That's us. That's us done. So if you did enjoy the show, please do like the page on Facebook, follow the website. There's some brilliant shows. You've got Matt Smith doing the rock show. You've got Craig Avery and everybody else. So yeah, thank you very much for listening. As I said, first track now is Sam Brothers, and it will be followed closely by the Aardvarks. I'm Neil Stockley. This is the Local Lockdown.
The eastern sun lights the wall. A villa holds up the sky. And do you always see visions of life falling away in the morning? Did the snow cover your ears? Did the frost bite at your teeth? Can you recall a river's song? Or is your mind freed from itself? And your opium dreams grow as high as the trees. No other life to choose except the one of you. The black wall fights in your brain. To live or to sleep is the same. And you're shifting about on some white crystal sand to soothe and ease your body. Did you think you could handle the money? Did you think you'd stay with Marlene? Can you ever forgive the words she used to close the door to your heart? And your opium dreams grow as high as the trees. No other life to choose except the one of you. Dreams grow as high as the trees. No other life to choose except the one of you.
The blues make it sound so sweet. But oh, how is that, yo? This going the voodoo man. What I am, voodoo man. Walk on water and flow through air. You can't see me that I'm everywhere I am. hungry, I can feel the sick. She's a gypsy woman, brand new trick. I am. What I am. Ooh, man, tell everybody right. Break your heart, make the whole world in the power I am. The voodoo man. I am what I am, and I am. Voodoo man. I got a mojo and I can show you things that you'll never understand. I am your voodoo man. I am what I am, and I am voodoo man. Brian, let's go. Foot on my John Conqueroo, make you believe the things that you know ain't true. I am your mojo man. You better understand I am your little man. Yeah, you better understand you little man. Understand that I'm your voodoo man.
Don't forget, you can email us, studio@bigbubble.uk.
Bubbling over with!
Big Bubble Radio.